Good. How you doing, Tasha?
I'm so great, and I'm so honored and excited to be speaking with you because I'm a huge fan of your work.
Oh,
And
thank
the movie was absolutely mesmerizing, and your performance is so haunting. And I want to know, was there a certain point in the film where you knew there were certain scenes that was going to get you recognized as another award-winning performance?
What I thought was intriguing about this script when I read it was the enigma of the character, was what was not said, and the fact that Christy Wilson Cairns, our writer, was brave enough to leave those blanks and have faith in actors to fill them.
This is a show about actors to inspire actors. And I want to know, when you first started out in your career, how did you approach characters and how does it differ now to when you're in this, accomplished state in your career?
What a brilliant question. I mean, the answer is I never trained. I didn't go to drama school, and it's been 20 odd years now, and I don't know whether that's a neurosis that this sort of that stays with you. But the thing that it always did to me, listen a lot and observe and watch other actors on set and watch how they work, um, but also how they behave in their life, like how they live their lives. Because that's the other thing about being an actor that's so odd, is you're kind of in the circus, and it never changes. Those feelings of the highs and lows, they stay there all the time. But I suppose it was doing the theory of everything, in which the stakes got very high for me, and I was playing a real person who I knew would see it, that made me really try and create something systematic in my process. I knew that I needed a lot of prep, and I tried to work with artists of different techniques. So where I worked with a dancer on the theory of everything, who I worked with again on the Good Nurse, and a brilliant vocal coach. So trying to do all those technical elements far in advance, in order that by the time you arrive on set, you're not thinking about any of that stuff, and that's embodied and embedded in you.
Yeah, that's great advice. And The Theory of Everything was one of my favorite films of yours. The Good Nurse is another one that is going to get so much praise come award season.
My favorite part was honestly getting to spar with Jessica Chastain, who
Mm.
is just extraordinary. And her ingenious, and talking about sort of acting techniques, she has a heart disease in the film, and she would run around the set before takes to build up her heart rate and to get a sort of glow on her sweat, and and then they would be about to call action, and then she'd be running in, and then there'd be something wrong with the camera, and she'd go off on another sort of mini marathon. But she also came up with this idea, which was to have an earpiece in her ear with her heart rate playing, which the director could control and up and lower, which was another obstacle for her to hit. Now, I didn't know anything about it, so in the scenes I wasn't aware of it, but it was this other thing, this other obstacle that she had to play against. And I thought that was it's a sign of an ingenious actor, is thinking of techniques and creating new things.
I wished we had an entire day with you to inspire
Oh,
actors around the world, but I appreciate your time and I loved your performance and I wish you all the best come award
oh,
season.
thanks. It's
Thank
lovely to speak.
you.
Bye bye.